That's why I forwarded it. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Didn't we get one of those before? From her?
I don't even know, all I've got's I don't have a last name. So,
Yeah, I had a unique email address.
Yeah, Teresa got something today too. It could be related. She didn't tell me what it was. But it was a unique email address.
From Crane?
I don't know. She didn't tell me what it was. Have to follow up with her.
I've given Jessica.
Yeah. I don't even know what it was talking about.
Okay, ready when you are.
All right, guys, if you would, please stand and say the pledge with us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All righty. Did we get a chance to look over the minutes of our last meeting?
Make a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Second Paul's motion.
Motion by Retha, second by Aaron, all in favor? Aye. Claims and allowances,
Make a motion to approve the claims and allowances.
Second is his motion.
motion by Retha, second by Aaron, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's it. There we'll get a chance. All righty. Joe Park, East 700.
Yes, I think this is the third time we've been over here. And we were just curious if you'd ever made up your mind about 700 east that our road, north, excuse me. The last had that 2-inch rain and the road right in front of our house was impassable again. It had about 10, 12 inches of water on it. And at one time we talked about chip and sealing that road, and I didn't know. Like I say, you said you were gonna do it. They put a counter up there. And for some odd reason, they put it clear up there at the end of the road, which there wasn't not hardly any traffic up there, but the counter only stayed up there less than 2 weeks. So we're just curious what you're gonna do.
Well, our highway superintendent's not here tonight, so we're not sure where we're at on that project. But it sounds like it's gonna have to be raised if we got 2 inches of rain and it was,
Yeah, it was, oh, we had cars wouldn't go through it.
I know
We
they,
had
I
people
talked,
who wanted to come to our house
Yeah,
and they couldn't go through it.
so I didn't
So
talk
if
to.
we had an emergency at our house, would we be able to get out too? Think about that. And we're not getting any younger.
right?
and we put in a culvert there along the front of it, 30-inch culvert. And we really need another one on the west side of the driveway to hit a ditch that goes down through our son's property. I don't know if that would, looks to me like that would help, but I don't know. But we did the other one ourselves.
Well, we'll have to get with Scott if you talk to him.
I have talked to him, but I know they're doing a small section out. Thinking Lost River, then they're doing a small section and. Well, what they've got left for the year in Dover Hill next week, and then they're done for the year on the chipping and sealing. Basically because of the weather,
But it sounds like we're gonna have to probably build that up before we can do anything anyhow.
they probably wash that chip and seal right out, so.
Well, if a 2-inch rain gets over 10 inches, I mean, that's. We need to figure out. What's going on there.
So might that be done yet this year, do you know?
Well, we might be able to raise it if that's our first step.
That would help.
Um,
We would appreciate that.
yeah, we'll have to get Scott out there to look at it and see what he thinks on that elevation part of it.
Okay, and I don't know for why that traffic counter, it didn't stay up any time at all.
I mean, 2 weeks is that's quite a
That's
while,
pretty-
really, isn't
Oh,
it,
that's pretty
Jenny?
standard.
I was thinking we put them down and up in the same week,
Yeah,
3 or 4 days.
I didn't know.
yeah, normally it's not, I mean, 2 weeks was a pretty
Okay, if that's standard, that's standard.
lengthy time. Normally it's like a week. If I've ever seen them, but yeah, we'll look into it some more, Joe.
Okay, so should we come back sometime or call us or what?
I'd have to give us at least a month on that. We'll have Scott go out and look at it. See where we're at in a couple weeks. We could probably just give you a holler if you want to give us your number. You got it?
Yeah, I still do for most.
Okay,
We can just give you a holler and we figure something out.
all right, fair enough, thank you.
Thank you. Andy, what have you got?
I don't have anything today. I could come up with something if you really want.
What have you got for us? You got anything?
Just visiting.
Oh,
She is running for local senate, Christie.
Bachelor seat, yes.
oh, okay.
Now, I've not ignored you. I see that email more than I do my personal email. I get all kinds
I'm
of,
Paul. I have answered you, so.
but I thought that was the night or the day of the Republican fish fry, but I'm not certain.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
But I will find out and respond. I started today and I'm usually the only one up there, you know how it goes, so.
Scott did
Thank you
have
for coming.
something for us. Highway's not here, but. Looks like it's a service agreement for DOT services. David, have you looked over this one?
Yes, I reviewed it. I have, they made some changes that I asked for and, if legally, I have no problem if signing, if you all want to approve it and sign it.
Make a motion to approve it.
You're all up to speed on where we're at on this, right? It's something that we should have been doing and
Mhm.
so.
Make a motion to, approve the updated server, new DOT services agreement.
I'll second that.
You got 2 copies?
I do not, and it is in the amount of.
Another copy.
I can't remember off the top of my head what he said.
It's $99 a vehicle inspection. There's a fee schedule on page 3. It's based on, whatever activity they request.
Oh, okay. And the highway had money to pay for this.
We didn't talk about that, but yeah, assume they do. Or they'll have to ask the council for it, but
Yeah, they really weren't asking us for the money for it, so.
no.
All right, so Aaron with the motion and Retha with a second, all in favor? Aye.
I think you're signing, aren't you? Rick?
So it looks like me and Michelle.
Mm.
Or is it just me twice?
Mm.
Do not sign that second form.
The bottom?
Correct.
Okay,
You're not gonna personally guarantee anything.
One.
This one's-
We don't have any other office, any other business there, David?
Um. This, thing from the Army Corps of Engineers you asked me to look at. I don't know why Martin County is receiving it because it's related to a mining operation in Warwick County.
That was in our original,
Oh,
cause that was something the highway department said in the,
right.
for our community crossings that we needed to be, that's one thing we needed to do here in our buildings.
Okay, I wasn't aware that that was being talked about, so I'll get something together on that.
Wasn't that the way it went?
Mhm.
They said they needed to be, we had to have an ADA compliant restroom here.
Okay, I'll get something together similar to this. Then we'll put it out. Once you approve it, then we'll put it out for proposals.
Okay.
Okay,
So should we approve that with a vote?
no, just you've given me direction, so that's enough. All right. That's all I have.
Our bridge? Any work, any luck?
Well, I've been gone, so.
Okay.
So, no, I don't have anything to report on.
Ernie, what do you got for us?
I didn't get your letter until like last week. It was buried under a bunch of junk mail that was cluttered up in my mailbox and I could move the other two cars, back to get the old car backed up and the white car. I made a deal with the kid that's taking over cleaning up my yard. Cause the guy that was cutting the little trees down and everything that were growing up, he ghosted me. He was supposed to cut the trees off and get them out of the way and then go in and clean the stumps up and all that. Well, he ghosted me and, I was actually gonna come in a couple weeks ago and I got sick. I had a kidney stone and, couldn't get around very well. It hurt to breathe. And, but, somebody told me it was in the newspaper. Of course, I don't take a newspaper, so I'm, and I thought we were gonna revisit moving the container in the fall.
The container wasn't as much of an issue with us as the vehicles.
Well, what my intention was when I had Corey cleaning those trees up and everything, cause I was gonna go alongside the south side of my trailer and along the end and then along the north side on the north side of the meter and put rock in there so I could put cars in there instead of having to pull them in north-south. I could pull them in east-west. That way you can get a run to get out of the drop. Of course, when the guy that's supposed to be doing work isn't doing the work and you can't get a hold of the guy and you knock on the door and there's nobody there. And, the weeds are, there's a kid there in town, he's actually gonna be I'm trading him the white car for work. He's spraying the weeds now to kill them. He's waiting for him to die out and get, and see what else he needs to spray. So I mean, it is in the process. Now, I did, you know, in the letter, it had about the container, so I took 2-3 days and called around, and I found somebody that says they can move it. But I mean, in all honesty, that's, that was just plain grass that I was mowing where that was at. But I'm gonna go ahead and move it. I really ain't got the funds to do it, but I'll go ahead and do it. Move it closer to my trailer. And, I wish when Aaron shot the price out, the first time I offered to buy that property, that I'd have just, okay, let's sign the papers. Cause in all honesty, what I wanted to do was, I had the container there, and then I was told that, okay, you can't have a container that's unlevel, it'll cause the roof to do this and blah, 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 so I had talked to one of them awning people that build buildings, build a little building over the top of it, and to protect it, and give me some space for lawnmowers and whatnot. But, I'm just, I went and looked at, the GIS markings on the property. And that's what's been told to us for 40+ years, is how the property was laid out. Now, on the GIS, it has me owning the small front lot where the foundation was, and the county controlling the inside piece. So I let, the surveyor, I told him about that, and I guess he said something about he was going through things that that he was having to go through a bunch of stuff right now, but he was doing some other stuff with road work and everything. So eventually it's supposed to be fixed, but the GIS marks are just the way I was told that land was split up. So, I've been trying to find pictures to where, show what was going on, because supposedly one corner of that foundation was actually on me, supposedly, but like I said, I do have a local kid there that's working on the weeds around the east end of my trailer. And I was gonna move the white car anyway. The white car was only there temporarily, cause I wanted it off of Mike Pridemore's property. I was eventually gonna get some help and get it and bring it to my property down in Lagodi so I could clean it up and do a couple of repairs on it. Then I was gonna turn around and sell it. And the gold car, I was hoping Corey would get stuff cleaned out to the point where I could back it up farther, because I didn't like it being up there, because I was afraid somebody would hit it. And, that's,
All right, well,
but that's what I'm doing now.
we'll come up and check it out in 30 days or so and see how you're progressing, okay?
Like I said, the cars, I gotta find the keys to the cars again. Keys and key rings, just, you supposedly hang them somewhere, and then all of a sudden they just curl legs and walk off. And, the Bonneville, the white car that's sitting there, if it sits too long, the radio will run the battery down, so I could have left the keys in it. Nobody could have stolen it anyway, but, they are gonna be moved. And move, I'm gonna move that gold one back. I got a lawnmower behind it right now. That I had somebody there, they couldn't move. The gold car's not derelict or anything like that. It actually, if I put a tire on it, I could actually, I think, and tap on the starter, it'll start up and run. It ran and drive, because I actually drove it for a while there. One of my cars was down a few years back. I just picked it up to keep it from getting hauled off, because it's a good car. I actually may sell it to a friend of mine, I don't know. But, my plan, like I said, my plan was to go in there, and you guys had said you weren't doing anything with the sidewalks. I had talked to one guy, and, he said if I was gonna put gravel in there, that he should come in there with his backhoe with a jackhammer and break break the sidewalk up before I put gravel over it. I don't know how good of an idea that is, but them sidewalks are atrocious where they are in that town. And you guys said you don't claim them, so,
Yeah.
you know, I was gonna rock that whole end and, make it where I could park east-west instead of north-south, cause getting out of there, parking north-south sucks. Cause back when I was driving my truck all the time, I always backed it in, and the best way to get out was put it in gear, back up a little bit, get a run at it, and get up on the highway. But
Alrighty. Well, we'll move on then. Thank you for coming in and telling us.
apologize for my look, my appearance, I was under an old lady's house.
That's all right.
Friend of my mom, she's 98 years old, the guy keeps getting under there and messing with her plumbing. Been under her house all day trying to fix stupid stuff.
No problem.
Well, I find him and break his fingers. Not gonna do it.
We are being recorded, so.
Well, what I will do is put a trail cam under there, and I'm gonna catch him under there, barefaced, under her house trespassing, and then I'm gonna leave it to the, cause I think she's in the, whatever county, so I think it's Du Bois County, she's right on the line, I think Martin, way out, Lost River Road. Leave it to whoever police force can take care of it and bounce him around.
Alrighty. Well, thank you. Michelle, what do you got?
Just one thing, I got an email today from Michelle Carrico at SIDC that, they're asking to be able to submit claim number 7 for the, Shoals Public Library Expansion Grant. The amount of $17,500. So permission to submit that claim, and then also permission for us to pay it when it comes in.
Make a motion to approve the Southern Indiana Development Commission to submit claim number 7 in the amount of $17,500 through the Indiana Grants Management System. And then for us to be able to pay that when it comes in.
Second Rita's motion, library's open good. too.
Yes, it is.
Motion by Retha, second by Aaron, all in favor? Aye. What else you got?
I believe that's all. Seems like I didn't have more, but. I know.
Jimmy, you have anything?
I, just got a couple of things, back to the question that I had last meeting.
I just got an email sent to David like today. So I'll get your response or.
Okay.
Sorry about, that was my fault.
That's okay. Another question I had was, what was the proposal amount for Patriot for the ambulance?
963.
Okay, cause I was confused because,
It originally said 900, and then
Yes.
once we started talking a little bit with them, it went up 63,000 because of taxes had been forgot to be added in.
okay. When did that amount get changed?
So
I mean, was it during negotiations or?
Yeah.
did you just decide?
I've sat down one time, me and David have sat down with him one time, and that was brought up with some other things that we had concerns about, like on, how many days written notice we needed in advance before he could leave. There was none of that in the original proposal. We had to add days in for that.
Has there been any, decision made on like that paragraph 8 with the jail runs and that kind of?
I don't think we've moved very far on the contract, have we, David?
While I was gone, I never did hear from Jeremy. I spoke with him, yesterday, and he, thought he had sent me his proposed revisions, and he had not, and I got them today. But with everything going on, I didn't have time to tear into it, so.
So
And then I just have one other question, will he be getting a performance bond?
That I had not thought about.
We didn't discuss it.
It's in the proposal or the scope of the RFP.
Well, if it's in the scope, then I would say it would be. Yeah.
Okay.
Cause we've not negotiated out of that at this point that I know of.
I know it was in the specs, but.
Yeah.
He totally left it blank in his proposal, so I was just wondering.
Okay. We'll look into it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all I
Thank you.
had.
Penny.
Thank you. No, I got it. I hit it too hard. It's new pen.
I don't know where it came from. Looks like a dead.
They are, it's like.
All right, so. You had nothing further? No computers or?
No, Andy said,
Forgot to say, she
Yeah.
didn't get me a computer for the EMAs, so.
yeah, Heck Monday's been, they have to put software on them at their office and then they bring them down. So my office is scheduled on Monday for them to bring them down. So they're scheduling with each department as they're available. So they're getting put in.
Monty, you have anything, buddy, or?
No, I'm still on this side of the grass. That's a good thing.
That is.
Seen you leaving off early this morning. And I forgot about the meeting. That's why I actually went into work this afternoon, was working and that time get away from me and then I realized shoot, I forgot the meeting, so I'm like.
That's not a problem. Appreciate you coming.
But so far, all my stuff is coming back good, so. I gotta go tomorrow for some more blood work and see if I need another shot of some sort of whatever. But anyway, so far so good.
Good deal. Christie. You wanna come up, introduce yourself?
Well, I just stopped by and said hello. I wanted to meet Rita. 'Cause, there's only 32 women commissioners in
yeah.
the whole state.
Yes.
Did that out
Did not know
there.
that.
I mean,
Yes.
this is pretty awesome, but I want to meet you too. No, I'm just running for Senate here in Senator Bassler's seat, but I also work for the state. So, Okra grants and things like that. I mean, that's all under our purview. So I was just with Crane today talking to them about some different things. We're trying to do some childcare up there for the employees, and I realized that Martin County has a vast amount of employees at Crane, which is awesome for you guys. So just want to be a resource. My husband's a commissioner. I think you might know that maybe in my county. And I have been a little, Eric and I like each other. We get along great and everything. I've just been a little frustrated because I feel like, all across the state, we're just not getting things done that we need to be done and we're not communicating enough with one another. So I kind of want to change that. So that's why I'm at a commissioners meeting,
Appreciate
at council meetings and stuff, because you can't know what's going on in the counties if you don't attend. So
That's true.
Well, you picked a good one of ours to come to. 'Cause
it's a fact. I tell you what, my husband would be so happy. He'd be like,
This,
I wanted to be.
this normally doesn't happen.
They had a 6.5-hour meeting
Oh, my.
last time.
Oh,
So yeah, they were
okay.
not happy.
Well, we appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
Welcome.
And what time
The work you're doing, because I know what goes into being a commissioner.
What time do their meetings start?
Well, they have one is on at 9 AM and the next one, the second one of the month is at 6. Is the 9 AM one. But they have had a 6 one until 11:30, so.
Oh,
I could make them last that long if you want.
I don't even believe you could talk, Brett. All right, well, if nobody else has anything,
I just want to say one thing, Paul. I forgot yesterday that the courthouse was closed and I had a question from Michelle and I just sent her a text, got a response right back. And then after the fact, I thought she was supposed to be off today, but she wasn't. She was here because something needed to be done. So I just want to Just want to shout out to her that she does, we know that, but just to give her, she goes above and beyond all the time, and I do appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Michelle.
Thanks.
Thank you for saying that, Reeve. Nobody has anything else. Our next meeting will be here Tuesday, October 28th at 5:30.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Motion by Retha. Second by Aaron.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.